Shane? Like, where is he? He's really late. Isn't he supposed to be here like ages ago? You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to start without him because I am done with this. Hi everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Nina and
Whoa, hey. Sorry, did you start without me?
You're really late.
What? I'm like 2 minutes late.
No, I don't have a watch, but you're an hour and 2 minutes late.
What? An hour and 2 minutes late?
You're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. I've been here since 9.
Well, that's because you're a full-time employee here. I sometimes get here early, so maybe when you see me, but that's just to hang out. But I'm just a freelancer.
Oh, you're a freelancer?
I come in, do my part, get paid, and I'm out.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess freelancers have it better, maybe?
Well, I don't know. I probably don't get paid as much as you do because you're so professional.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm in high demand, and as a matter of fact, that's all the time I have for today.
What?
Yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. I have to go to my next freelance job. Just take care and have fun. Bye-bye.
He was here for 2 seconds.
It's 8 a.m. and you're ready to start your workday. First, you'll edit a magazine article, and then you'll review some ad copy. After lunch, you'll head out to take some photos for your blog, and when you get back, you'll settle in to do some serious writing. Yes, life as a freelancer is good. With so much to keep you busy, you never get bored, and you don't have a boss telling you what to do all day. But how did freelancing come to be? And is it the right career for you?
Wait, Shane, what are you doing here? I thought you left. What?
I was just kidding. You think I'm just going to do an intro and then leave?
I don't know. It sounds like you.
I am a freelancer. Sounds like me.
Irresponsible?
Irresponsible? No way.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, so I am a freelancer, but of course I'm going to stay until we finish this lesson.
That's the least you could do.
And in fact, you are a freelancer too.
Yes, I am, but we'll get more into that later.
Okay.
So today we're talking about free up your life as a freelancer, and this is part 1.
Okay, so it's 8 a.m. and you're ready to start your workday. First, you'll edit a magazine article, and then you'll review some ad copy.
Okay.
Okay, so we're telling a little bit of a story here, like you're this person and you wake up, you're going to edit a magazine article.
Maybe an editor.
Yeah, you review some ad copy, so it sounds like they're working in advertising, right? Because ad copy is like if you're a copywriter, you write advertisements for an advertising agency or a marketing company, right?
So you're reviewing the ad copy. So review is a verb. It means to think or talk about something again in order to make changes to it or make a decision about it. Right. So when you review the ad copy, maybe you want to make some edits, change some things. Yeah. Example, I reviewed the papers you gave me and I have a few questions. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, continuing. After lunch, you'll head out to take some photos for your blog. And when you get back, you'll settle in to do some serious writing. I wonder if this person is a freelancer.
It sounds like a freelancer because they're like doing different things. It doesn't sound like they're just sitting in an office all day, working on their blog, and then later they'll settle in and do some serious writing.
Let's find out more.
All right, so to settle is a verb. It means to make yourself or somebody else comfortable in a new position.
Yeah.
So for example, he settled down with a book and started reading. So maybe he was really busy and then finally, okay, I'm going to read my book. I'm going to settle down, get into this position, and read my book.
Yeah, for example, how long did it take for you to settle in Taiwan when you first arrived?
Oh man, probably 2 years.
Oh, wow.
To really feel like I got settled. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to a new culture.
Yeah, I bet. Okay.
Continuing, yes, life as a freelancer is good. Right? So this person who's writing it is a freelancer. And they're saying life is good. With so much to keep you busy, you never get bored. And you don't have a boss telling you what to do all day.
That's kind of true, right? When you're a freelancer, you can get jobs here, get jobs there.
Right.
You work for different people.
And the good thing is too is that you're not so worried about like, what if I lose my job?
Yeah, you have many jobs.
You have lots of different jobs. So in English, you could say you have all your eggs in a lot of different baskets. You don't have all your eggs in one basket. So, if you get bored with doing one type of thing, you can just switch that out with something else.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the life of a freelancer.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, continuing. But how did freelancing come to be? And is it the right career for you? I think I quite enjoy it. I think with freelancing, you don't have the same stability, but if you're doing it right, you can manage your own time. You can choose the things you like doing and that are part of your interest.
Yeah,
right?
I really kind of think it depends on your personality.
Yeah.
Some people really love or need like stability in their life, and other people kind of like to have a little bit more freedom, and they're not so worried about instability.
Yeah.
So, if you lose your job, suddenly you don't have any income, or maybe for a month or something, that could be really scary for some people.
Yeah, I
right?
bet. So is it the right career for you? Career is a noun. It's the job or series of jobs that you do during your working life, especially if you continue to get better jobs and earn more money.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so...
For example, the director started her career with short films.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we think of a career, we kind of think of like long term, right? And it usually has this feeling of kind of being employed like 9 to 5, that kind of like full-time job. Whereas doing freelance work, I guess that could be a career too, right?
Yeah.
Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, so before you came to Taiwan, you actually had a different career path, right?
I did, yeah. I used to work in real estate. And that
Wow.
was a very secure government job.
Yes.
So it's kind of the exact opposite of now, where I do freelance work and there's not much security at all.
Okay,
But I like this better.
yeah, so there are different pros and cons to it, and so we can learn a little bit more about it.
And we can take a break whenever we want, which is right now. Let's go take a break.
All right.
Okay.
Sure. Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 Free up your life as a freelancer。那么其中这个 free up 就是腾出、空出来，使什么可供使用的意思。那么 freelancer 就是指自由职业者哦。那同学们有想过要从事自由业吗？作者一开始就描述了自由工作者的一天：早上8点编辑一篇杂志文章，然后仔细的审核一些广告文案。午餐后呢，就出去拍一些你的部落格需要的照片。等到你回来的时候，就静下来认真写一点东西。好，文中他用到 ad copy 来指广告文案，这边的 ad 是指 advertising， 这个 advertising 它有广告或者是广告业的意思。好，那么 copy 在这边则是不可数名词，它是指说稿件啊、宣传文字啊、文案的那种意思。这时候 Shane 老师有提到 copywriter， 在 copy 后面加上 writer， 构成这个名词，它就表示广告文案的撰稿人。好，再来看单字 review 当动词，我们知道它有温习的意思，不过它也可以表达仔细的审核、审查。那它其实也有评论的意思。好，再看到 settle 这个动词呢，它可以表达使什么舒舒服服的坐下来、安顿下来的那种意思。好，课文接着写道，自由工作者的生活很棒，有很多事可以忙，永远都不会感到无聊，也不会有整天告诉你该做什么事的老板。但这个职业适合你吗？好，我们先来看 career 这个名词呢，它是指职业、事业，尤其是指长期从事的职业事业，也可以指生涯的意思。那老师们刚刚聊到说自由业的不稳定，我们先补充一下 stability stability， 它是指稳定、安定，是个名词。我们在前面加上否定字首 in， 变成 instability， 就可以表达不稳定、不安定。好，那老师还有提到 put all your eggs in one basket， 把所有的鸡蛋放在一个篮子里，这引申的意思是孤注一掷。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。
好，我们来看这个重点是 Davidge 疑问词加不定词 to be 作为名词片语的用法。Davidge 疑问词像是 what, when, where, who, which, how 之后可以接 to be 来形成名词片语，意思就会跟名词子句，也就是 Davidge 疑问词加主词加助动词加上动词这样的结构相同。那它们就可以用来当主词啊、受词或者是补语用。举例来说 ，I don't know what to say 就相当于 I don't know what I should say， 我不知道该说什么。其中的 what to say 是名词片语。What I should say 是名词子句，那它们在句中都是用来当 know 的受词。介华课文中。
The earliest use of the word freelance was in the 1819 novel Ivanhoe to describe a medieval lord's paid army. Its members were people with free lances, meaning that they could be hired by anyone to fight for them. However, these days most freelancers aren't fighters. Today's freelancers are self-starters who earn money by being hired to work on different short-term jobs rather than by having a permanent job with one employer. And the more skills you have, the more opportunities you get to work in different fields.
Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, we're starting to learn a little bit something about freelancers,
Yes.
right? So the writer of this article seems to be a freelancer.
Yeah, it sounds like he's living the life. He's very happy.
Right? Sounds good. No boss breathing down your neck, and you can kind of make your own schedule. But we still don't know, like, where does this word freelance come from?
Right.
And is it the right job for you? Is this like the right career path for somebody to take?
So let's learn a little bit more about it now.
Okay.
The earliest use of the word freelance was in the 1819 novel Ivanhoe to describe a medieval lord's paid army. Interesting.
So it came from a novel, right? Its members were people with freelances, meaning that they could be hired by anyone to fight for them.
Oh,
okay.
interesting.
So they had lances, right? And these were those weapons. So a lance, if you can imagine, like when you go to like those medieval, you see like a medieval tournament,
Yeah.
the people in armor, like and they'll be riding on the horse, and that weapon that they kind of try to stab each other with, that's called a lance. So basically it's just a weapon. So if you had a freelance, it means that you weren't really like
you're not really working or fighting for anybody,
in
right?
particular, so you can just kind of be hired to anybody who wanted to hire you.
So that's why they call them freelancers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
However, these days, most freelancers aren't fighters. I mean, they do have freelance fighters, like people who fight for a living.
Or like in the army too.
Yeah, that kind of a thing too, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, for you and I.
Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter.
Yeah.
So a fighter is someone who fights in a battle or in a physical fight against an opponent, right?
Okay.
So we're definitely not that.
No.
Yeah, like I feel like if I kind of just like that, it would,
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's going to pay you to do that. Well, there might be some people who might pay you to want to beat me up.
Yeah, I think that would likely be the case.
What's an example sentence?
An example sentence would be, the army was made up of brave fighters. Okay.
All right, so continuing. Today's freelancers are self-starters who earn money by being hired to work on different short-term jobs rather than by having a permanent job with one employer. And so that's pretty much right now the definition, right?
Yeah.
You have different short-term jobs, right? And you don't just have like one job where you're going to the same job every day.
Yeah.
So you can really have a lot of variety,
Yeah.
basically.
So some people like just one, some people like having the variety. So it all depends on what you prefer. So continuing. And the more skills you have, the more opportunities you get to work in different fields. That's true.
So that's kind of the other benefit here is just your ability to kind of take on new things. If you have a full-time job and you're going to that work, you're going there 40 hours a week, for example, you don't have a lot of time to pursue different interests and and do other things.
Yeah.
But when you are a freelancer, if you get more skills, you can get paid to do those things.
Yeah, and different things.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so the employer, so you maybe don't have just one employer, right? An employer is a person or organization that employs people. Another word would be hires people, right?
So employ just means to hire.
Yes.
Okay.
An example sentence would be, Maya hasn't told her employer that she will be quitting next month. Okay.
And that's another thing, right?
She probably should.
Yeah, as a freelancer, you don't really have to worry about quitting either, right? You just, when you're done doing something, you don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to.
Exactly.
You don't have to break a contract or anything like that.
Yeah, or if it is a contract, it's just a one-time contract,
Right, yeah.
right?
And you can do that just one time and then get it over with.
Exactly.
It's not like something that you have to stay there for the rest of your life.
That doesn't sound very appealing.
And that's what it was like for me when I was back in the United States, making the decision to come to Taiwan. That was something I really had to think about. I had a full-time job, a very, very secure job with the government, and I was going to leave that behind, all my retirement benefits and everything, to come here and start working as a freelancer, as a teacher, an actor. And it was a really tough decision, but I'm really happy that I did it.
That's good. So it was worth it in the end. You prefer being a freelancer.
I do indeed.
All right, so that's all we have for today, and maybe next time you can learn more about it and decide if you are the right person to be a freelancer.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
从事自由职业的其中一个好处就是不会有老板一直对你紧迫盯人。Shane 老师他刚刚用到 breathe down one's neck。Breathe down one's neck 字面意思是对着某人的脖子呼吸，引申指的意思就是紧盯着某人。好，那我们接着来看看 freelance 这个字的起源。好，这个词呢，它最早使用是出现在1819年的小说 Ivanhoe， 用来描述一支中世纪领主的雇佣军队。那这支军队的成员就是手持着 freelancers 自由长矛的人，可以被任何人雇佣来为他们作战。好，那么 free 在这里是形容词，形容自由的，不为任何政府或是君主效忠的。那么 lance 则是指长矛。好，那么文中还有提到这个 medieval 是形容中世纪的。那这时候老师们也有提到 tournament tournament 这个字我们平常是指锦标赛，不过它也可以表达中世纪的那种比武大会，就是骑士啊，他们会骑着马在马上来进行武术竞技。老师还提到 armor armor 是指盔甲的意思。好，那么课文写到说，如今啊，大多数的自由职业者不是战士，他们受雇来从事不同的短期工作，而不是在一位雇主底下做一份长期的工作来赚钱。那自由职业者呢，他们拥有的技能越多，在不同领域工作的机会也就越多。单字 fighter 就是指战士、打斗者，尤其是指职业拳击手。那么 fighter 它也有战斗机的意思。再看到 employer 就是雇主啊、雇用者的意思。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看这个重点是 rather than， 表示与其而不是。那这个片语可以当连接词和介系词用。我们先来看当连接词的时候，它的前后词性必须相同。用来连接不定词的话呢， rather than 后面这个 to v 的 to 通常会省略哦。举例来说 ，Dave prefers to jog in the park。Rather than work out at a gym, Dave 比较喜欢在公园慢跑，而不是在健身房运动。那句子里面的 work out at a gym 前面就省略了 to。好，再来 rather than 做介系词的时候，后面是接名词或动名词，表示代替什么而不是什么，意思就跟 instead of 相同。像 rather than taking a taxi, they walked home. 他们走路回家，而不是搭计程车。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
It's 8 a.m. and you're ready to start your workday. First, you'll edit a magazine article, and then you'll review some ad copy. After lunch, you'll head out to take some photos for your blog, and when you get back, you'll settle in to do some serious writing. Yes, life as a freelancer is good, With so much to keep you busy, you never get bored and you don't have a boss telling you what to do all day. But how did freelancing come to be? And is it the right career for you? The earliest use of the word freelance was in the 1819 novel Ivanhoe to describe a medieval lord's paid army. Its members were people with free lances, meaning that they could be hired by anyone to fight for them. However, these days most freelancers aren't fighters. Today's freelancers are self-starters who earn money by being hired to work on different short-term jobs rather than by having a permanent job with one employer. And the more skills you have, the more opportunities you get to work in different fields.
Hello everyone, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jamie.
And today we're going to play a game called Word Web. Now the rules of the game are simple. So we here have 3 cards with 3 different words on it that we haven't seen before and we have no idea what they are. But we have to slip them in as naturally as possible into a conversation.
That's right. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. So
All right.
I will start.
Ladies first.
Okay. So school is a fun time for a lot of people, I think. Maybe for some people it's not so fun. But the problem is school doesn't last forever, right? After you graduate or drop out, but hopefully graduate, you have to do something else, right? You have to find jobs or something, and you have to make a career.
And you know, I hear that, and it can definitely be very difficult because you're sort of in like a transitionary period. It's like, oh, I just graduated, I'm out in the big wide world. What do I do with my life? And you feel like you're just in this constant state of like moving and upheaval and change. And ideally, like you're just looking for a nice spot. Your heart just really wants to settle somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I think sometimes we all do want to find our place in the world, and we have to settle somewhere, like whether it's our hometown or just somewhere totally different, right? Find where we really belong. And I think that's really difficult. That's why sometimes I miss the school days, because I miss just worrying about tests and having to review homework.
Yeah, and all that like review of homework and school and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but for me, you know, I grew up and I knew that I would have to get scholarship to go to school. My mom pushed me and she pushed me, and I studied as hard as I could, and I really felt like I was just trying so hard, and at the end of the day, I really felt like a fighter.
Oh, that's good. Like, yeah, scholarships are not easy to get, so I guess you were a fighter. I think that school is very expensive, which is, I guess one good thing about being in the working world is that now you are earning money instead of spending it, I guess, so much. But the bad thing is that you have a boss, right? You have to listen to your employer.
Yes. But you know, it can be hard and difficult to listen to bosses and employers. Yeah, full stop. It can be hard to listen to them, but sometimes you gotta really grin and bear it, and you just have to like deal with it. And at the end of the day, I always try and think, I'm like, oh, well, you know, at least I'm making money. At least I'm doing something that I love. I would prefer having a bad boss rather than having no employment at all.
Oh. That's good. Rather than, right?
Yeah. I thought that.